How you doing, guys? And happy holidays for those of you who do celebrate Christmas. You know, most of us as JWs who weren't born ins, we have come from different backgrounds. Baptists, Catholics, Protestants. My mother was Catholic. My father was Greek Orthodox. Okay, so I was raised Catholic. They opted to send me to a private school, Catholic school. And this was back in the days, the old-style Notre Dame nuns. For anybody old enough to remember, they were some scary individuals. These we used to call penguins. The only thing you saw were their face and the tips of their fingers. Definitely loved to use scare tactics. Anyways, it was about, let's face it, about second grade, you prepped up for your first Holy Communion. We all remember that, where you go up and receive the Eucharist. After that, you're good to go. I think it was about 11 years old. They said, get you prepped up for your very first confession. I think it was about 11. Can't really remember. I think my entire life, I've only been to the confessional booth once. And they set you up for this. They rehearse. You rehearse what you do. You go into this phone booth with a Catholic priest and spill your guts. Okay, first time I went in. Sat down. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Priest will respond, when was the last time of your last confession? I'm 11 years old, never. Well, then he encouraged you to spill your guts and confess your sins. Like I said, 11 years old. What kind of track record do you have? I put crazy glue in my father's preparation H. Really? You did that? Well, obviously, 11 years old, I've got a lot to confess. When I started studying with Jehovah's Witnesses, they used to condemn this. The practice of sitting there and confessing to another human because they couldn't absolve your sins. Which I was fine with that. Yeah, that's true. They can't. They're just humans. If you have any sins to confess, why don't you go right to the source? Why do you need a middleman? So I was good with that. And really thought JWs thought that way until my first judicial hearing. Now, the similarities. As opposed to sitting in a phone booth behind a curtain spilling your guts to a Catholic priest, you're in the back room spilling your guts to three jabronis. And the one thing I found that you do is deny, 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 because they really don't have anything. But on the rare occasion you do, the first committee I had, okay, I spilled my guts. What do? Unlike a Catholic priest who will have you go up and say 10 Our Fathers and 50 Hail Marys, they will put you on restrictions if you're not DF'd. Until they deem you worthy enough to start scrubbing the Kingdom Hall toilets again. They basically take your privileges away. First judicial hearing, I was on restrictions for the next 6 years. Really only because I started fading. They took me off of restrictions only to put me back on 2 weeks later. And I could never understand how they could not see the similarities. You're either confessing your sins to a Catholic priest who does this bullshit and forgives you, or three jamokes who are really no more qualified than you are. As a matter of fact, unlike a Catholic priest, they ask questions. They nailed me. They found out I was hanging out with this one girl, spending the nights over her house. One of the elders asked me, did you have sex with this girl? In all honesty, excuse me for a second, guys. Sorry, guys, got a bit of a cold today. In all honesty, whether I was or not, I wouldn't have answered it anyways. But it's not like, hey, I never asked you which way you pointed your wife when you have sex with her. Oh, that's right, you're only allowed the one position. But I don't know what their qualifications were. I mean, other than they get out of that little handbook, Shepherding the Flock of God book. But this is that's their qualifications right there. And really, in all honesty, after the first couple of judicial hearings I went through, I realized that these guys unqualified. They know more than I do. So I opted. My very last one, I think I made it clear, I didn't go to. Reason being, I removed their authority because what they have is false authority. They actually even came to my place of employment to get me, and I'm like, no. As a matter of fact, there was... Did I relay this story on a past video or not? My last judicial hearing. I got a text. I still have it. Our committee, and he named all three of them, will have to meet with you again. And they gave me the time. It was a Saturday, 12 noon. I didn't respond to the text because I didn't go. It's like, I have had enough of this. Okay. Work is very close by, so I walk there. And as I'm leaving, it's probably about 1 o'clock. Obviously, I missed my judicial hearing. And I'm walking down the street, walking through the complex. I see a familiar vehicle. It was 2 of the elders. Apparently, they were concerned because I didn't show up for the hearing. Okay, I'm standing there. They're driving right towards me. They got me. Okay, I'll deal with it. I stopped and waited for them. They proceeded to drive up. Drove right by me. Headed to my house, and to this day, I don't know how they didn't see me. I said, well, you know, since they didn't, I'm going to work. So I left. Anyways, they got me up in work, and I flat out told them, no, I'm pretty much done with the judicial committees. I'm pretty much judicialed out. So I never went, and I figured I was DF'd for that reason alone. But to be honest with you, I never saw the need to confess to another human. Their qualifications just don't quite cut it, much like a Catholic priest. But the hypocrisy coming down in another religion, I think we all know that JW's Watchtower in general comes down on other religions, which I want to touch on. I mean, being so close to the holidays, I got a very busy month. I'm going to try and upload a couple of more videos before the first of the year. I don't know if I will or not. I'm going to be quite busy. But I would like to start getting on that topic after the first of the year. Anyways, something I'd wanted to mention. Actually, that wasn't planned on until yesterday. I think we all know that there are a lot of different videos out there. Some of them are serious, others are satirical. Some people do serious videos, and at times they do satirical. It's pretty obvious when a video is uploaded whether you can take it serious or not, and I'm referring to a video I uploaded yesterday. Obviously, I expected it was going to be geared more for the guys than the girls. And probably most of you who watch my videos probably turned it off right away. I mean, it was a short little... Obviously, it was not to be taken seriously. It was a joke. You could have found that out in the description box. One thing I don't do is talk negative about somebody else's video. I don't even like to leave a thumbs down. If I don't like somebody's video, I simply don't watch it. But after I upload a video and I go on somebody else's channel to watch their video, and somebody makes negative comments about a video that I uploaded on someone else's channel, that kind of bothered me, especially when this person was blowing smoke up my dress further down the line in the same comment section. Simply put, if you have something to say about my video, if you don't like it, turn it off. You got something to say, that's why I have a comment section. You'd never talk negative about somebody else's videos in someone else's comment section when it had nothing to do with their video at all. I found it had no tact. This is a person who comments here quite regularly, actually kind of likes to write novels in the comment section. And that kind of turned me off. You could have said the same thing in my video, in my comment section, and it wouldn't have bothered me, but just the fact you had the audacity to say it on somebody else's video kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I'm not going to mention the person by name, and I don't know if they're going to be commenting here again, but that just rubbed me the wrong way, and I found it completely tactless. Anyways, guys, just wanted to bring that up. Like I said, I'm going to try and get a couple more videos out before the first of the year. Like I said, I'm gonna be quite busy over the next few weeks. Anyways, guys, you guys all have a good holiday, and I will see you soon.